Our next speaker is Lapo Cianchi. I've met Lapo years ago at the Pitti Uomo in Florence, in Firenze. And of course, we all love Florence when we go there because of the nice weather in June. But we also, I was always very happy to be there because the Pitti is not just a fair for menswear, but it is a place where young designers, young talented designers get the opportunity to show their work in a very commercial environment. Lapo himself started out as a journalist and became a consultant for Pitti Immagine some 20 years ago. He told me that yesterday. And he's been working there for the past 20 years, so he knows the menswear business very, very well. He's the one recruiting all the young talents. Next edition will be all about Caven menswear. Peter Pilotto, one of the graduates, the ex-graduates here, an alumnus, will be there also showing his collection. And in the past, we've had many Belgian designers who have been there. There's Jamie, probably. Hi, Jamie. Dries van Noten, Raf Simons, Veronique Branchino, Walter van Beirendonck, they all had the opportunity to show their collection during Pitti Uomo. So I think he loves Belgian fashion, if I may say so, Lapo.
Yes.
So the word is to you.
Thank you, Verle. I think I could stop here because you have already told everything that it's worthy to be heard. Yes, Pitti Immagine is, first of all, just to let you understand, is a strange kind of company because it's a half private and half public, but the rules of business are private. But at the same time, we are not entitled to get the profits. We have to, as a matter of fact, it is a no-profit company. And this means that we have to reinvest all the profit that we have in promotion and in cultural fashion, in supporting not only made in Italy, but all the young brands, young fashion designers, culture of fashion, everything that we could say that surrounds the business of fashion. And these facts, I think, that let us more free to be open-minded. I hope that this could be a characteristic of the person that work in Pitti Immagine. I'm not sure, and I cannot tell on my own. But the structure of the company pushes us to be open-minded and to be generous in thinking as well. I don't know if we do it every time, if we can succeed in it, but we have been trying to do it for a long time now. Usually, a trade fair is not the place where you expect to find space for new talents, young designers, emerging brands, because you connect the idea of the trade fair to an environment, a goal completely commercial. And of course, we have commercial goals, but as I heard before, commercial is not a bad word. And the idea that we have is to offer different tools inside our fair, tools that are bound to work effectively for the established brands, for the big and medium companies, but at the same time different tools for the smallest one. First, it was not easy to change the shape of Pitti Uomo, and from the beginning, 20 years ago, up to now, I can tell you that the shape, that the content, the real of the fair has completely changed. And I think that now we can say that at Pitti Uomo is half focused, at least half focused on small brands emerging, new talents, new designer, absolute beginners. Some of them are bound to success, some of them no. But our goal is to keep our door open and to offer a commercial platform, but I would say healthy commercial platform. Yesterday I was telling Sarah Mower a fat-free commercial platform, and so I would say healthy, curious, open-minded, but still commercial. Don't forget. And trying to find a point of equilibrium, a balance between the commercial reality of a trade fair where I would tell you every season is attended by more than 20,000 international buyers, 7,000 coming from abroad, from Japan, from Russia, from UK, from China, from Australia, from South America, from everywhere, and high-end retailers as well. So a commercial platform open to research. What we try to suggest with our tools to the young designers, we try to suggest that is a good chance to face with the real market. And and they don't have to be afraid to, to censor their self or to suffocate their creativity, but they have to listen to the market, to see carefully what their competitors are doing, and with different tools, we try anyway to protect them. Maybe it's weird to listen to the word protection, no? But we need to do it, because when you have a big trade fair with 1,000 of exhibitors with big company, and you have to find space and you have to provide space for emerging brands, you have to put them in kind of protected areas. Commercial, always, but protected. And for example, we have 3 areas, especially mainly focused and mainly devoted to young designers and emerging brands. There are New Bits, Touch, and My Factory. And they work this way. New Bits, it was the first area that we established especially for the emerging brands. And the rule is that they pay a very low price to attend. Just to make you understand, for a booth of 10 square meters for 4 days, they spend not more than 1,500 euros. And because the set design is totally covered by Pitti, and there's an art direction of the set design, because we want them to display in in a beautiful environment, in a beautiful stage, but with in a very simple way. So they don't have to take care and to deal with the exhibition structures. They only have to carry their collection, and there, the good retailers, the good buyers, they know that they find a group of 10, 12, not more, young designers showing for the first time in a trade fair. The rule is that they can apply and attend to this section only once. Then, if our goal is to make them, get in touch with at least 2 or 3 good retailers. Because if they get out from Pitti Uomo at least with 2 or 3 good relationships, this is going to give them confidence and breadth and commercial breadth for their future, not for their, never-ending future, for their next future. The other section are Touch and My Factory. My Factory is an area dedicated to the so-called urban menswear and research, and maybe I could tell that the idea of My Factory came to our mind when we saw for the first time the Dover Street Market, especially the basement. Because in the basement, the Dover Street Market, you could find the old high-end designer collection, high prices, but in the basement, if you remember, you find a lot of unknown brands with original items, research collection, but at affordable prices. So, a trade fair like Pitti Uomo should have a place where present these kind of designers. And Touch, it's another area with more developed companies, always young people you can see there, but more developed and trying to be simple, with a very inspired by Japanese fashion culture. With a mix of product, with a sophisticated way of presenting the items, and small collection, maybe some of them concentrated on 1 or 2 items. So the tour has to be straight, quick, effective, and each area has to be well identified. And all these areas are provided by Pitti at a very good economic condition. On the average, the brand that display, that exhibit in these spaces spend 60–70% less than in the other areas of the exhibition. Does it work for the young designer? Well, we hope so. It is a commercial platform. It's kind of, it's like we invite them to a rehearsal, no, to the general rehearsal, okay? But not on their own with a selfish attitude in the underground. It's important to spend some time of your creative life in the underground, but then sooner or later you have to go upstairs. You have to become upstairs, and you have to face with the market, no? And we try to offer different tools with step by step by step in a commercial environment. Why not? In addition, we have a contest. The contest is who's on next. Sarah and Verle were part of the jury the last edition in the past editions, and it's before Verle was talking about identity. Well, our contest is Who's on Next is a collaboration between Pitti, Vogue, L'Uomo Vogue with Franca Sozzani, and Alta Roma, and is devoted to Italian-based new designer. Italian-based means that are not only Italian-born, but are non-Italian born, living and working in Italy. And by the way, the first two winners were one the Turkish guy, which is now the creative director of Trussardi, Umit Benan, and Max Kibardin, the shoe designer that now is currently working with Bruno Magli and other collections. So the identity, this is our response to the changing of identity issues. So our contest is devoted to every kind of people working and living in Italy and producing their own collection in Italy. And we invest a lot because the season after the contest, we totally finance a single show of the winner. This is an issue. And then I stop because maybe I'm going after the 15 minutes. Because we produced the solo shows of Umit Benan, Andrea Incontri, which is, that last year was appointed for the Jill Sander accessories. So far so good, our contest. We provide the event with a budget of around 60 and 80,000 euros, okay? And with this money, we support the production of the collection as well. And everything is fine. The designers are so happy, and it's a great chance because a lot of good journalists and good buyers come at the show, and they have the chance to present at their best. But the issue is, okay, I have had a great exposure. Thank you, Pitti. It was a fantastic chance. And now? And when you ask me now, I don't know what to say. Because their main problem is to be sure that the next time that they will be able to produce another collection. And maybe the very exposure that they had, and beautiful exposure that they had, maybe is something that can create more pressure and more anxiety, or maybe it shows that they are not still able to respond to the buyers that would like to sell more. And so we cannot solve, of course, everything. But from the experience of these first years of the contest, I draw a simple lesson, a task for the future. We have to involve other subjects, other rings of the chain. And our next, my next commitment, our next commitment is to involve better the exhibitors, so the manufacturers, the company that produce and exhibit at Pitti Uomo, at least there, because they are closer to us, and trying to set some process with whom we can support the production of these new talents at least for, I don't know, two seasons, 3 seasons.